Welcome to Wednesday morning. It's day 3 of our Refuel devotional on Mark chapter 2, and it is how do you raise everybody you love to a higher level. The R is, as a matter of fact, it's right here if you want to download this, raise your expectations. Second is anticipate obstacles. And the third is this, increase contact, because the closer you are to a person, the greater your potential for impact. I actually believe this, nobody's life changes long distance. And so when God gave Carol and I 4 kids, we wanted 2, ended up with 4. And when we had these kids, I realized there is no impact without contact. There is no impact without contact. The closer you are to a person, the greater your potential for impacting their life. And so we pretty much went, I'm going to be close to these kids. And so we did all kinds of stuff, vacations, all of this stuff. But I also took all of my kids on dates their entire life. As a matter of fact, I still do. And so my daughters, my twin daughters and I, we were on daddy-daughter date nights, including school nights at a movie. Here's what we told the conference this week. Number 3 is increase contact. Number 3 is increased contact. I love this. It says, some men came, bringing to him a paralytic. You know what I love about this? These guys are going, hey, there is no impact without contact. So we want God to work in this guy's life. We got to go be with this guy. They go over. They pick this guy up. You know what I like about it? They lift this guy up. They get him to Jesus. They can't get him in. They lift him up. They basically contact this guy and keep lifting this guy up until God works in his life. What a great prescription for being a parent. Okay? There's no impact without contact. Okay? I had no clue my daughters were going to introduce me this morning. I asked Kurt and Andrew, I go, you guys introducing me? I'm walking out and they're like, no, your daughters aren't. I went, uh-oh. And I thought, I wonder what they're going to say. I was actually choked up while they were talking. But I remember going, you know what? My kids are more important than my ministry, because someday you're not going to be in your job and you're not going to be in your church, but your family's still going to be your family. And I remember going, I am going to prioritize these kids. And so, for example, that daddy-daughter date nights, about every other week we went on daddy-daughter date nights. We did it on school nights. Carol would be like, what? I said, don't worry, we'll be fine. And I'll never forget, the movie Ice Age came out. Remember that first movie? And Ice Age came out, so it's a Wednesday night, and I took them to see Ice Age. And we went through Taco Bell, which is what they were talking about, went through Taco Bell and bought a bunch of stuff to sneak into the movie theater. By the way, does anybody here sneak food into a theater? Good. If you don't write me. We have brought entire pizzas in before, okay? We still spent the $70 on a bucket of popcorn, but it's called good stewardship. So I will never forget this. Can I get an amen from some of you people that sneak food in the theater? So I'm in the theater. I will never forget this. I'm in the theater, and I'm sitting here. The movie's playing. We eat all of our food. And then the last half of the movie, Christy's in this arm, Leslie's in this arm, and we're watching this movie. And honest to God, I'm thinking, there is nowhere I would rather be. There is nowhere I would rather be. There is no impact without. Matter of fact, here's what I say. The closer you are to a person, the greater your potential for impact. A really good question to ask, I ask this about 2-3 times a week, is how connected am I to each person in my family? And that always triggers phone calls, meetings, or whatever. Make sense?